Hello everybody, what is up? It is your boy Samson, aka Samson XP, coming at you live from the car. And you are getting a car episode of Grow Up Level Up because I made a big boo-boo. Last night on Grow Up Level Up, we did something fun. We did a little event called Samson Plays Samson, the new game that just came out. It's like a GTA-like. It's about Samson, this guy. His name Samson McRae or something. He's gotten in some trouble and he needs to repay a debt. And basically what happened was that there's a car that just kind of poked out there. Let's see. Oh, okay, we're still going. And what happened was that he had some debt. I think he got out of jail or something, and it is a Grand Theft Auto like game, if that makes sense, right? So this game came out. Obviously I wanted to play it because it was my own name, so I downloaded it and we bought it. And Jordan and I thought, hey, it would be so funny if we did a little event on Twitch called Samson Plays Samson, where I just play the game as myself. And we had a grand old time. Twitch.tv/growuplevelup, of course. We played on PC, on my PC, and I streamed it to Twitch. Jordan was there, Perry too, Mon was there. We had the Dido gang dropping in, saying hi. It was a great time. Jordan even got a little costume going. It was hilarious. So the plan originally was that I was going to do that episode, or do that first hour Samson Plays Samson, and then we throw it up on YouTube as a VOD. But what happened was, when I went to go download it this morning, turns out it wasn't recorded. Turns out on Twitch, and I'm not that familiar with Twitch, even though I've done Twitch streaming before, it's been many years, you have to turn on the stream VOD option, or the keep my VODs option, and that didn't happen. So whoops, that hour will be lost in history and we can never find it. If you were there, congrats, you are a part of history. If you weren't, maybe come subscribe over on Grow Up Level Up on Twitch, over on YouTube. We usually don't do live recordings, live podcasts. That's why I'm not too familiar with this stuff. The last couple times we tried it to great success. Thank you to everybody that came out. The last couple times that we have done it, it was through Riverside, which is the streaming or the podcast recording platform that we use. And on Riverside, it just auto saves onto their own platform, and then I edit it their own way, right? So whoops, screwed that up. It's okay, learning for next time, not the end of the world. This episode will be a short one as I drive around and do errands on my day off. And I just want to do two things. I want to, one, give my thoughts on the first hour of Samson, the game, and if I'm going to keep playing it and all that. And the second one, kind of give an update on what's coming up for the month of April for Grow Up Level Up. If you didn't know, yes, it is already April. The year is already a quarter over, which is crazy. So we want to give a little bit of an update on what our plans are for the month of April. But first of all, first hour of Samson impressions. If you don't know me, I am not a single player gamer. Well, I'll tweak that a bit. I am not a gamer that particularly is drawn to too many single player games, especially open world games. There was a time in my life that I did play a lot of single player open world games, but lately I've come to terms that, like, hey, I really like games that are competitive, not necessarily like Twitch reaction, but games that you play against other people, because I love the feeling of being dominant over another person. Don't click that. But I've been drawn to those games more lately, and the games that aren't like that are usually like puzzle games, stuff like, dare I say it, Wordle, stuff like roguelikes even, like Ratcoin I really enjoyed. I talked about it in last week's episode. Ratcoin I've still been enjoying, and that kind of stuff. And like the single player stuff, they have to be not necessarily easy, but not necessarily like something like an Elden Ring or a Dark Souls, right? So that's kind of where I'm at with gaming. So the actual game Samson itself being a single player open world GTA like, I was like, I don't know if I like this, but the memes write themselves, so I gave it a shot. Jordan and I played 1 hour, like I said, on stream, and first impressions were like, oof. My PC cannot handle running like a big 3D modern open world game and streaming to Twitch at the same time and streaming to Jordan over Discord at the same time. I was averaging 20 frames per second in the game. And to be fair, I'm a 60 FPS guy. Like I said, I like playing competitive games like shooters, if I didn't mention that. So 20 FPS, not great, but it is a single player game. Not the end of the world, and we were having fun with it. Like Jordan, he was playing like, he was being cool Jordan. He had glasses on, he had mood lighting, it was crazy. So we played about an hour, and how that hour went was we booted up the game, gave us a little cutscene of the backstory. Right away, they start giving you missions to do. I think we got a choice of like 4 missions, and it's like, drive here, escort this guy, do this delivery, escape the cops. So it was kind of a tutorial, but a very like free tutorial. Like you could do whichever tutorial you want. And the game itself isn't that foreign to somebody who's played AAA like modern not fighting games, but like a GTA before, right? You have your punch and shoot and your dodge and parry. If I didn't mention, you play as Samson, this like middle-aged white guy who's just doing tasks. Like there's one of the first missions is go into this fish factory and take care of Mike or something, and then the next mission is pick up so-and-so from a crime scene and drive away until you can dodge the cops. So like all that was pretty simple, and I kind of see the loop there, right? Your goal is to do these missions, do these tasks as kind of the bad guy, get enough money to pay off your debt and rescue your sister or something, right? So I see the loop there. In our 1 hour, we got through about 3 of the missions before we kind of called it night. And mechanics wise, it's pretty straightforward. The car driving actually doesn't feel that bad. It actually feels pretty satisfying to drive once you get used to it. Same with the combat and the navigation and all that. Now there are some bugs. I think at one point I tried to turn down the settings. Blaster Goblin was there, and turns out when you turn down the settings mid-game in Samson, every part of your character model disappears except for your white tank top. So our theory in the chat was that the white tank top is Samson and the rest of it is like a decoy. It's like Wobbuffet, you know? Like Wobbuffet, is he the thing in the front, the big blue part? Or is he just that little black tail in the back? I don't know. Could be anything, could be anything. So, I don't know why people were honking over there. So am I gonna keep playing the game? Not sure. I did buy it full price. I still am in the return window, but I think it could be a fun series that we come back to time, especially once I get the optimization figured out and all that. I do think it could be like just a fun, game we come back to once in a while, just to poke in and say hi to Samson too, because I am Samson. Come on, it rates itself. So I'm not going to return the game yet. I'm not hankering for it, but I am seeing it's part of its merits, but also like, it's so buggy. It's so like, it's such a 7 out of 10 game. Like there's a game there. I just don't know if it's going to be mind-blowing or the story's going to be like, knock your socks off, right? Because there are other games I want to play. Transitioning to, what's our plans for April? Currently the date is April 10th. In 6 days, Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream comes to Nintendo Switch. That is game number 1 that I'm interested in. Talked about it a couple weeks ago. That was a very funny game that I want to play. And 2, on April 23rd, Kiln comes out, the multiplayer party brawler game from the folks at Double Fine. Now, I'm not sure if I can say this yet, but there might be some Double Fine bonus goodies coming soon to our game here, or to our podcast there. So I'll keep that on secret for now. Make sure you stay subscribed so you know what's going on. But those are the 2 games I'm looking forward to most in April. So make sure you stay subscribed for that if you want to see our thoughts on Tomodachi Life and our thoughts on Kill. So make sure you stay subscribed to Grow Up Level and everything. I know this has been a shorter episode. Let me know how you thought about it in the comments below. And make sure you stay subscribed at Grow Up Level Up at Samson XP. I am at my next destination. I gotta run this errand. So I will see you next time. Talk to you later.